spend some time with what is one of the finest supercars available today. This is the Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera. Normally that's the end of the hood, but today we have a carbon fiber transparent bonnet. So under the carbon fiber transparent bonnet, we have Lamborghini's 5-liter V10 engine. Now this engine for the Superleggera produces 530 horsepower. This car is equipped with Lamborghini's E-gear sequential manual transmission. It's 6 speeds, actuated by paddle beyond the gear shift. There is an automatic mode as well. It is routed to all 4 wheels. Great all-wheel drive system, seamless. You can't tell. I haven't driven this car on the racetrack, but I do know you can get them sideways if you push them, but very controllable, very easy to drive. And I know it's a Lamborghini and the connotation is that it's a world-class sports car, so it must be very uncomfortable to drive. Not the case at all. A very, very, very nice daily driver. And Lamborghini does build a pretty reliable car these days. The front of this Gallardo is outfitted with 3M clear bra covering. Very, very well done job. You really can't even see the seam lines. You can tell this is pre-cut because it fits every panel perfectly. But xenon headlamps up front. The blacked out area here, unique to the Superleggera for the 08 model. But there are no blemishes, nicks, chips, scrapes, anything to talk about on this entire car. It is showroom new, 1,400 miles, so you know that it really hasn't been through much. But very, very well kept. Tires and everything look brand new, but this front end really is immaculate. Just want to emphasize some of the detail on the Superleggera. Again, carbon fiber exterior mirror. You've got a carbon fiber rocker fitting here, and also the Superleggera stripe here. This is indicative of the model. The whole design of the rear of this car, between the spoiler and the lower fairing here, is to improve stability in high-speed maneuvers. Now this car is capable of almost 200 miles an hour, so you'd imagine you'd want a good amount of downforce. And the Superleggera model is essentially lightweight. Superleggera means super light in Italian. And that translates to a little bit better handling and overall just some really radical improvements to this car because it drives remarkably different than a standard Gallardo model. Once again, to focus on the overall condition of the passenger side, truly excellent. Carbon fiber mirror, rocker piece, no contact areas, no contact spots, wheels, tires, gorgeous all the way down. Let's take a look under the hood, or what's more properly called the boot. Got some storage under here, divider. Cartridge for the Lamborghini navigation disc, as well as a Lamborghini car cover. You do have a 6-disc CD changer in here as well. Pop that right out. Use that right through the navigation system on the inside. But not too bad up here. Tools as well, everything squeaky clean, like a brand new car. Now in all 4 corners of the Superleggera, you're going to find the Speedline wheel. Now these were made by Speedline for Lamborghini for this particular car. It's one-piece forged. Really a great looking wheel. It really sets off a lot of this, especially with a lot of the carbon fiber accents on the exterior of this car. But Pirelli P0 Corsa tire on here. Definitely a race tire. It's a Lamborghini. What would you expect? You should have a nice soft compound. Looking at the sidewalls here, all the original little rubber pieces are still attached, which shows me this car's never been tracked. Those would come off in an instant if this car's ever been around the racetrack. But see the Lamborghini brake caliper here. Just excellent condition all the way. Just to give some of the detail of the rear, this is the 19-inch rear wheel. It's a 295/30 ZR19 on the rear. It's a 235/35 ZR19 on the front. These are great tires, and with only 1,400 miles on them, they drive like brand new, feel like brand new, they're quiet like brand new, what you'd expect. Take a look under here. We've got a rear fairing here that is a carbon fiber piece, as well as a carbon fiber deck lid spoiler. You can see the carbon fiber interior door panel. That is unique to the Superleggera model, but just to give you some of the interior highlights. This whole interior is essentially covered in Alcantara suede. It's a simulated suede, but you can see hand-stitched orange contrast stitching throughout the entire interior. But the entire dash, ceiling, doors, the console's trimmed in carbon fiber. This is a carbon fiber steering wheel wrapped in Alcantara. You can see the paddle shifters right behind the steering wheel here. That facilitates your shifts in this car. Navigation system, dual zone automatic climate control. On the E-gear transmission you have a sport and automatic setting as well as a stability control override. seating position in the Gallardo is actually very comfortable. You have a tilt and telescope steering wheel, so you know you're hard challenged not to find the right driving position, as well as these wonderful race prep seats. Very, very comfortable. They line very well, but they still definitely have ample room for wider figures. You know, everything in here is power assisted, very luxurious. It does ride stiff, but I mean, you'd expect out of a car like this. Really world-class performance. It's exceptional. Good morning, Gallardo. Let's just anticipate this is how you start your day every day. Put the car in neutral, you pull both of the shifters back, turn the car into the on position, and then once it's in neutral, put your foot on the brake and... Oh, that is amazing. Flip the lights on so you can see these glorious gauges. But man, I'll even roll the windows up. This is all you hear. Just V10 idling behind you, a real thin rumble right through the body, but it's something that lets you know that, hey, you got all this power behind you, and it's not going to let you forget. Navigation system, great layout. It's a nice, easy screen to use. The dual zone climate, simple to use, just set it and forget it. You have a height adjustable suspension in the front, so when you press this button right here, I'll show you exactly what this does. Raises and lowers the front end of the car right there. I've got a sport, automatic, and a defeat for the stability control over here, but the automatic setting will put the e-gear transmission. Even though it is a manual, the computer will do the shifting for you. Really a neat setup. Very easy to use, very comfortable, great layout. I'm about 6 feet tall and I probably have about 4 inches to spare over my head here, as well as ample leg room. There's only 2 pedals, so you got a great dead pedal over here. Simple car to drive. I can throw my grandmother behind the wheel of this and she'd be able to get to this one. The Gallardo's at about operating temperature, so I want to at least give you an idea of what 530 Italian horsepower sounds like. Absolutely incredible. Listen to this.